Yo, it's Funday with CB83 coming to you for a quick Sunday fun day smoke show. I got a call, or actually, I called somebody. I made a phone call, and he made a call to somebody else, and he said, "Hey, let's get it cracking. Let's crank this thing up." So that's what we're gonna do. Let's get it going. You already know what time it is. It's Sunday fun day with CB83. Let's get it. Y'all ready?
Came from the bottom, that's foreign. I swear that I'm up for the sun in the morning. Oof, hey, I gotta flex. I need a Nike bag, give me the check. I need the money and power, respect, but I promise I'm repping the O to the dead. Hey, oof, I told them out of my way. I don't got nothing to say. Now they can't run at my pace. Yeah, they know that we ain't the same. 402, we rap the game. I told them this ain't a game.
Yo, what's good? It's Funday with CB83. Back to you for another Sunday fun day. Miami Dolphins. Talk about the Dolphins. Talk about what's going on. Is it Dalvin watch? Is it D-Hop watch? Is Christian Wilkins getting his deal done? Our guys on the move? Is Cedric Wilson on the move? There's a lot of things to talk about in the Miami Dolphins community. A lot to get it chopping about. I dropped the link in the chat. I know I got some guys who want to come in right away. I dropped the link in the chat. If you want to come in, I did drop the link. I'm going to bring a couple people on first because we need to have a conversation first about some housekeeping stuff in the Miami Dolphins community. So I did drop the links for those guys. Feel free to pull up, man. We're going to get it cracking today. We definitely going to get it cracking. You know how we do. You know how we get the energy going over here. Hey, it's for the people. It's for the people. Hey, what's cracking? Hey, I see you guys in the chat. We got 6 in the room. Do me the favor. Hit the like on your way in. Be sure to share and subscribe. The community is growing, guys. Every time I go into doing a live stream, every time I get in and do a live stream, I have to update the numbers because the subscribers are growing. So I appreciate you guys pushing the content. I'm on Facebook posting in the Dolphins groups, posting in a number of different facets. So just trying to grow the channel, man. Last time I went live, I was at 779. Now it's at 783. So constantly growing one by one, two by two. I appreciate you guys coming in. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I got my man Sean in there. Sean says, yo, Sean, what's good with you, my boy? What's cracking on this good Sunday? Sean said, what it do? What it do, pimpin'? What it do, man? It's another Sunday. Hey, we got Heat Nuggets game 2 tonight in Denver. Man, the Heat need one. They need to steal one on the road. Not sure if they'll be able to do it. Butler's got to come to play. His supporting cast has got to hit some shots for him. If they hit some shots for him, knock down the 3 ball, they'll have a shot. But they got to be able to knock down some shots. So looking forward to watching that tonight. That'll be a good game. Hopefully it's a close game. Hopefully it's competitive. And it goes down to the stretch. And hopefully the Heat get the win. I'm always rooting for the South Florida team. It's Florida versus everybody around here. Florida versus everybody. Florida versus everybody. My man Dre says y'all suck at keeping up with the time. Y'all say yes, bro. I'm trash at that. If I say I'm starting in 5 minutes, that means by the time I get all this stuff situated, it'll probably be 10 to 15 minutes. That's just how it works, bro. It's tough to do it. But I go on Twitter and I post, and then damn, I forgot my headset's in the car, or it's always something, bro. It's always something like that. So appreciate you coming through, Dre. That's my man. Click, clack, bang. You already know what time it is. The Miami Fan Talk Show is here. What's good with you, man? If y'all not following my man at the Miami Fan Talk Show, y'all need to go follow him as well. He drops some fire content. Be sure to check them boys out over there as well, man. So yeah, man, we're gonna get it cracking. We're going to talk about some Miami Dolphins stuff. It's quiet on the Dalvin front right now, but I expected it, at this point. But we'll see. I think things crank up this week. I think some deals get done this week, whether it's Maybe Christian Wilkins gets done this week. Maybe some other stuff happens because we got mandatory mini camp coming up. Is it coming up? Yeah, and I think it's coming up this week. I think it's June 6th or something like that. So I think that's coming up. So I think they want to get some guys deals done before that comes up, because that's kind of a sign of the team moving forward, the team of the future. So looking forward to that. Got my man. What is this? I am Tucci. What's good, Tucci? What's up with you? You got to throw the fins up. Throw them fins up, man. What's up with you, man? My man Cesar Diaz in the building says, "What's up, CB? What's up, Cesar? How you doing, buddy?" Mr. Fanatic in the building says, "What's up, CB83? What's cracking? What's up with you, man?" Miami Fan Talk Show. Smack that like, bro. Be sure to smack that like. It takes a second. Put the live chat down for a second. Hit the like for your boy. And let's get it cracking, man. Let's get it cracking. So yeah, hit the like for your boy. My man, who is this? Moya TV. What's popping? He says, "What's good? Fins up, man. What's good?" Hey, it's good to see all these beautiful people in here. We got a lot of new people in the building, man. A lot of day oneers. Hey, if you're new to the community, be sure to hit the like. Be sure to share this with friends and family. Pull up anytime. Every time we pull up, it's gonna be a good time. You already know what time it is. It's Tua Leroy over here. If you don't believe in Tua Leroy, then you ain't in the right place, bro. Pull up. You already know what time it
is. All right, Leroy. Who's the one and only master?
I
Let me go, motherfucker, let me go.
Hey, that's Tua Leroy. Hey, if you ain't watched The Last Dragon, go watch The Last Dragon on HBO Max. One of the best kung fu karate black films of all time. You better go watch that. You better go watch Bruce Leroy. Bruce Leroy, to me, is just an extension of Tua. Very under the radar guy. Don't want to fight, don't want to be confrontational, but when it comes down to it, he's got a little monster inside of him, man. And that's what I think Tua has. I think Tua is going to come out and deal the cards. He's going to play that point guard position like Steve Nash and dish it. And all he's got to do is facilitate. And as he facilitates, we're going to win games, man. Defense is going to do their job. Offense does theirs. Special teams makes a couple plays here or there to get us over the hump. And that's all we need, man. That's all we need. Now, do we get Dalvin Cook? Man, I really like Dalvin Cook in this offense. I think he's a monster. Top 5 runner in the NFL. I think it'd be crazy. I think it'd be real crazy, man. So yeah, for sure. My man DF in the building. DF says, "Yo, CB, yo, what's popping, DF? What's cracking?" Mr. Fanatic says, "Let's go Heat." My man DF says, "How long can a team wait to consider a player a June 1st cut?" After June 1st, I think anytime after June 1st, they can consider them a June 1st cut. So I think June 1st is just that date that they have to wait until in order for them to make that cut. That's my understanding of it. If it's something different, feel free to let me know and we could talk about it. You can educate me on it. The man PL's in the building. PL says, "What's up, CB83? Hey, PL, what's cracking? Dre is in the building. Click, clack, bang, 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 bang. PL, I did pass along the accolades. Well, actually, I haven't done that yet. Hopefully, we can get Lewis up here, man. Hopefully, we can get Lewis up here. Lewis, we got to discuss that. PL gave you some props. And I don't know if you deserve them quite yet, but I think PL is really rocking with you at this point because I think he's saying your takes have really came around and become more objective and more along the lines of being realistic, in terms of the Miami Dolphins. So I think that's where we are right now. is is Lewis's takes going to change throughout the season, or will they go back to being crazy at some point? I'm not sure, but I think Lewis has got his head on. He's got his head screwed on the right way right now, and I think he has an understanding of, what's going on. I think he has an understanding. But yeah, man, you got to hit me, guys. If you aren't following me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. Twitter is Finn's Take with CB83. Instagram is Finn's Take with CB83. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on IG. If you ever want to hit me with a question or a show idea, a show proposition, tell me about some information, hit me on Twitter. Engage with me on Twitter. I'm on there. You can jump in my DMs. No homo. I'm a cool guy. I respond. I respond to messages. I engage with people. You can get in my YouTube comments. PL is always in the comments, talking, having discussions. You can hit me on IG as well. I'm on Facebook too, man. Plenty of places. So if you ever need to get at me, get me some info. Hit me up, man. I'm always locked in, always engaged, man. Always engaged. So Salty Dolphins fan in the building. Man, I dropped a link for y'all boys. Don't be scared to come up. I know I got one person in the back right now. I'm gonna get you up in this shortly. I just want to get a few more guys up here, and then I'm gonna get you in the room. I got you. Stay put. Hold tight. Stay put. Salty Dolphins fan says, remember me, it's DL88. Is it DL88? Do I remember DL88? I don't know if I remember you, man, but welcome back, bro. He says SDF. Welcome back, man. Appreciate you coming through, man. My man Lewis in the building, rabid Dolphin fan. 27 in the building. Hit the like on your way in. I appreciate y'all boys coming through. It's a Sunday. I know everybody's just kind of hanging, chilling, waiting for the game. We got about an hour and a half till them boys, tip off. So I decided to crank up. I mean, we might as well get after it a little bit. Sure, why not, right? And I see some guys coming into the back right now. I'm going to get it cracking. You guys only got a few more minutes, and it's about to get real crazy up here. So who is EM? What are you doing? Oh man, we got EM in the building. We got Lewis in the building. PL's here. Man, Von Joe is here. Wow. Money Mitch in the building. S. Harris is here. I love hearing S. Harris give takes. I love that. Man, y'all, hey, it's cracking on a Sunday. It's popping. Be sure to hit the like, share, and subscribe, and let's go ahead and get to it. I want to bring in a couple guys first because I cranked up the show because of them. I was like, I was on the phone. We had a little brief conversation. It was like, crank it up and let's discuss it. So I'm gonna bring them in here first. I got my man. Who was here? Who are these guys, man? Let me see who these guys are. Take some of this stuff off the screen, but let's get some of these guys in here real quick. Like EM and Lewis. What's up with y'all boys, man? How y'all feeling on this great?
Here we go.
Hey, y'all.
What is popping, gentlemen? What the hell is popping?
What's going on, man? What's up with you, man? Y'all good?
Man,
always good.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
I got you. You got good volume. Lewis, what's up with you, bro?
I'm always good, CV. What's up with y'all boys?
Just another
What's popping, fellas?
I got Ian Baller in here.
What's popping, everybody?
No, you got you got Baller up here. You got wannabe Baller up here.
He said it right the first time. He said Ian Baller.
You got the wannabe Baller up here. That's who that is.
Click clack.
Whole lot of click clack.
Whole lot of click clack going on, my dog.
Damn, is that Dre? Is that Andrevius in the building too?
No, that ain't me.
Hey,
God damn.
hey, why Lewis left you up there hanging with the TSTG guys? Yo.
Hey, I'm still trying to figure that out, CB. I'm still Lewis, my nigga. You pardon my language. Hang on.
We talking about the other night. I told y'all, man, I fell asleep. We still doing this. That's some
All
whole
right,
ass shit, man. That's some whole ass shit. We still doing that.
Hey, you got.
Oh man. Hey man. Hey, Lewis, my dog, man. I love that nigga to the Caswick drop. That's my boy. We all know that. But he was slipping the other night for sure. He was slipping the other night for sure.
He was slipping on his pimping a little bit, bro.
I don't know, man. Listen, man. You know what? We'll save that for later in the show. That's
okay. We'll save it for later.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be plenty of time for that. Plenty of time for that.
Yeah.
Plenty of time for it.
I feel like I'm getting sold out right now. That's what I feel like.
Nah, it's okay. I love you, Lou. It's all love, baby. I ain't gonna do you like that. Well, no, I ain't talking about you. I ain't worried about you, CB. Come on now. Oh, really?
I ain't talking about
you. Oh, really? Okay.
You giving yourself too much credit.
Damn. Don't worry, there'll be plenty of time for that. Plenty of time for that.
But what are y'all boys hearing on the Miami Dolphins front, man? Anything?
Man, it's pretty much quiet, bro. It's it's pretty much quiet on my end. It's nothing really I want to make public. Not at this point. I got I'll leave that to other people.
Em, you got some sources, bro. So I know you.
Listen, Sauces is talking. I'm not talking about Mo, I promise. But Sauces is saying Cedric. It's less about Dalvin Cook, and they saying Cedric Wilson good as out of there.
He good as gone.
That's what I'm hearing from people who claim they got sources. People who claim they got sources have told me Cedric Wilson good as gone.
Okay, so we're hearing from some people who have sources that are saying that Cedric Wilson is good as gone. So if Cedric Wilson is as good as gone, do we know if he's going for a player or do we think he's going for a draft pick? What are we hearing in terms of that?
So what I'm hearing is they gonna take what they can get because they just trying to get his money off the books.
Okay. All right. Is that type of thing? Okay. I mean, now, honestly,
take it with a grain of salt because I ain't got no damn sources.
I typically do that with everybody. I just try to take it with a grain of salt. There's going to be a lot of stuff you hear, in the Dolphins community, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Instagram, everywhere. You take it with a grain of salt, but I mean that's interesting because I think that's a move the Dolphins would try to make at this point. I mean, like that wide receiver room is crowded. What do you guys think?
Oh, absolutely. It's it's a log jam, definitely. But at the end of the day, it's a good problem to have. But I think the Dolphins, Cedric Wilson's contract, it was a mistake, as we all, when we signed him this time last year, the expectation was for him to come in and be a legit number 2 to Jalen Waddle. And then even after we signed Tyreekhill, there was still a high level of expectation based off the investment they made in him to be a legit number 3. But it just hadn't panned out. He got beat out by Trent Sherfield, River Craycrafts of the world. Even Braylon Sanders at times was getting more playing time. The Dolphins wanted to go in his direction as opposed more than Cedric Wilson. So at the end of the day, man, it was a bad investment. It happens in the NFL, and I think the Dolphins are ready to, to move on and try to free up that additional cap savings to try to, maybe allocate those resources in other areas with other players. So that's where we're at, I think. As far as what I've heard about Cedric Wilson specifically, hadn't been much. That's news to me for the most part, Dre. So let me ask Dre this real quick. Dre, is that, you're not trolling or nothing like that? That's like people that you consider legitimate that you're hearing that information from?
It's somebody that I have gotten information from before. I'm gonna say that. I don't know how legitimate they are.
Okay. I mean, bro, it's all good. I mean, we're gonna hear a bunch of news.
Hey, for the record, for the record, I just want to put this out there. It's June 4th for whoever's listening. I'm just gonna put that out there.
So what you implying? What are you implying, bro?
What you mean? I ain't implying nothing, CB. I'm just saying.
It sounds like you implying something. You saying was Dalvin supposed to be done on June 1st? I don't know. What are you saying?
I thought that's what I heard. I'm just I thought we were. That's what we were doing.
God damn, Lewis, I gotta go. Y'all getting messy now, boy.
Hey, what are you talking about, Trey?
Hey, come on.
Damn.
We don't.
Here we go.
Hey, what's up with PL? PL said EM had me pulling out the pom poms, cheering his ass on as he stomped out Keller. Wow.
Yeah. I want to say a big shout out to the homie PL, bro. I've been hearing about you here lately. Salute to you. He roll with the real ones. He rock with the real ones in the community, and he knows he's well aware of who those individuals are. And all I got to do is say salute to you, homie. Always respect.
Well, what happened between EM and Color? God, I really need to start pulling up to these night panels.
That was a big mess. You had to hear it.
I'm never in the night panels. I need to start pulling up.
Hold on, gentlemen.
The night panels is where his ass.
So, hey, it goes down. It goes downtown, baby.
Hold on. First off, I want to say good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening. How are you?
Vonjo, salute. What's good, salute to you, homie.
And the second thing I want to say, I know y'all niggas follow me on Twitter. Y'all saw my baby girl turn up. Yo, you saw her.
Yes.
You saw how the Solomon clan get down. My baby girl was
I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
What happened, Vonjo? What happened, Vonjo?
My 5-year-old princess first dance recital. Turned up. We showed up. She showed out.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Black girl magic was all over the place. She was sprinkling it on everybody.
That's what's up.
I love to see it, bro.
Congrats to you, homie.
Congrats, bro. Congrats.
Thank you.
Vonjo trying to get me turned up on these white people internet. Don't do that.
What? Go out. Boy, you better not go on my Twitter then. You better not go on my Twitter.
Hey, I didn't see it, but I'm gonna definitely retweet that whenever I get a chance to.
Yeah. You gonna get Baller up here feeling some type of way, Vonjo.
That's a personal.
We love everybody.
That's a personal. Right now, it's all about my baby girl, the way she turned up on them folks.
Absolutely.
Well, congratulations, Vonjo.
Look, I just want to say for the record,
Baller, I'm just tripping.
I know, it's all love.
My niece did her thing this week or today, but I just want to know, Vonjo, did that Cash App go through? Are we good?
Listen, we good.
You see,
hold up.
You Gucci, Vonjo, you Gucci.
Listen.
Lou, you a big hoe for that. You still a big hoe for that. You already know.
Listen, we already went through the bottle already, man. So I'm gonna have to get another.
God damn, Vonjo. Damn.
So, EM, you buying bottles now. That's what you doing.
Hey, listen, Lou
is a big hoe for that. Big hoe for that.
What EM is doing is being a man of his words, and my dog keep his face clean. That's all.
Hey, I love that. Hey, so EM finally paid his bet. EM, you finally paid your bet. I like that.
Luke should be telling me right now. He trying to make me look like that, bro.
EM, you in the blender, bro. You in the blender, bro.
Yeah. I can tell you, man.
He's on that McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Oh
Jesus.
Man, you got Tarantino killing you.
My audio's bad.
Yeah, your audio bad, man. Yeah, your audio bad.
Bro,
when
McDonald says you got McDonald's Wi-Fi, god damn.
Hey. Tony up here bodying EM. Tony up here bodying.
Hey, no, is my audio for real?
Yeah, it's bad, bro. Come back.
You're on that Walmart Wi-Fi.
I'm gonna remove you. Come back. Damn, bro.
That's
Tony, why you do
Wi-Fi.
that, man? Tony, don't do that, man. Like
no,
that.
I mess with the EM all the time.
That's that Wi-Fi from Texas. That's all that is. That's that Wi-Fi.
Hey, my Wi-Fi good. I'm from Texas. What you talking about?
The man thinks Texas football is way better than Florida.
Oh,
football.
He tripping. He big.
It is.
Hey, stop it.
It is.
Stop it. Yeah,
come on.
Stop the nonsense. Let's not do that.
Nah, they're both really big, but I would say Texas football.
They are correct. They are correct. Texas football is better at losing than Florida football. So that is
right
absolutely correct.
No. What I'm talking about is high school football in Florida.
They're better. Listen. They're bad. They're better at losing. Listen, they're better at losing than Florida also. Okay.
Hey. Florida football is a second to none. We put the most dudes.
Texas is okay to be number 2.
We put the most dudes in the Hall of Fame. It is what it is. You can be mad about it. You can cry about it. It is what it is. I'm just
now we just spitting facts.
That's just facts.
Football
That's just numbers.
Exactly.
What y'all arguing about now? I stepped away for a second.
Facts. We're not arguing facts.
Florida football versus Texas football, high school, college, etc., bro.
It's Florida, but whatever.
Yeah, it's Florida.
All
That's
day,
a fact.
all day.
Yep.
Florida.
We need to let some people live in their delusions, though. Let's just.
Yo, here come EM. Here come EM.
Hey, don't think I didn't hear you two-faced niggas up here when I got off the damn stream. Don't think I didn't catch that.
Obviously, they said it when
Don't
you
think
left.
I didn't hear that.
Tony Manzano was killing you.
Tony at your neck.
Tony,
I
you
don't know what you did to Tony, but Tony at your neck
You
right now.
pissed Tony off, bro.
You two-faced fuck.
Tony bodied you. That's all that happened.
Hey man, y'all.
Hey, Lou,
I don't even want to argue about Texas football. Y'all hearing Tua's all of a sudden a vocal leader in the locker room? What's going on there?
I saw
He's been a vocal leader.
I saw that.
So what's the report?
No. Who's saying he been a vocal leader? I as much as I love Tua, I have always heard the opposite. He's always been more of a.
No.
As the season went on, he's been more of a vocal leader.
No,
but
even in the article. No,
Tua
Draven,
himself
even
said he's not a vocal leader.
Hold up.
Even in that article, hey, no, that's not necessarily been the case. Even in that article, he notated that in years past, Tua was not more he wasn't as vocal as he has been, to this point. So that hadn't always been the case with Tua.
Wow.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's what I be hearing. Like they say he like a leader by example, but he never like been like the voice in the huddle, the voice in the locker room. And now all of a sudden they say he taking command. Hold on now.
But hold on. That's the thing. Tua himself has told you that he's never been a vocal leader like that. That's just not his style. But again, when I saw this report, like you saw, Dre, I was like, oh, is my quarterback about to get saucy out here?
That's a fact.
Well, because we got a coach that encourages that.
No,
So
fuck
that's
that.
I think
No.
Damn that. It's not the coaching. It's him.
Yeah, it's
No, but the
I
coach
agree.
put more confidence in him
See,
to where he can be this vocal leader.
Stop that. Stop. It's not
oh,
the coaching.
oh,
It is him.
Are we jamming at Brian Flores right there, baller? Is that
I'm
what
just
you're trying
saying.
to do there?
No, I'm not. I never mentioned Brian Flores. I just said this coach is more confident, gives him more
But the
confidence.
implication is there. Nobody said you called him out by his name, but the implication is there.
You can put what you want. I'm not saying Brian Flores was a bad leader, but is it a coincidence that Tua is more of a vocal leader in the second year under McDaniel than his second year against another coach?
Hold up. And just to address that, let me touch Lewis. Let me touch on that before you. What's good, Dave?
Is that Dade County? Is that who that is? On YouTube? Is Jade on YouTube? Okay, I see you. Shake.
What's good, EM? How you doing, my brother?
Ain't no ducking me, EM.
What's good with y'all?
I see you, homie. I see you.
What's going on, Lewis? How you doing, brother? How's everybody doing this evening?
Shake. What's good? Another beautiful day, Shake.
That's good, Shake.
Another beautiful day in Zamunda. Hell yeah.
Hey, so real quick, man, just to touch on that, Ian Baller, you made a really good point about coaches enabling their players to be vocal leaders, right? So
here we go. Let the jabbing start. Let the jabbing begin.
Honestly, that's a really good take to talk about. And I know we want to talk about.
I don't agree with that.
This isn't about.
I don't agree with that neither.
And this really isn't about Flores versus Mike McDaniel. But
I didn't make it.
It's a coaching philosophy. And if you feel like if a player is ready to take that role, first of all, the player has to be ready to take that role. Now, under Flores, I don't know if Tua was ready to take on that role with having multiple offensive coordinators and not ever being able to kind of get into a rhythm. Now, with Mike McDaniel in year 2, maybe Mike McDaniel is saying, hey, I need you to step up. I need you to be more vocal and take control of the huddle and take control of the offense. Is that the case? Go ahead, right. Lou. I'll let you speak on that first.
Okay, let me speak on that. See, this is where we do an injustice with Brian Flores in the implication, and I know, Ian Baller, you didn't make it, the implication, right? That's from your words. But this is where we do the injustice to Tua Tagovailoa. See, we never give the kid credit. we were blaming Brian Flores, right, for not giving him, let's say, the confidence he needed. Now, by the implication you said, Ian Baller, this coach gives him no. It's to Von Joe's point. It's Tua Tagovailoa. I think from the confidence he built last year, his performance last year, and then I think this year him growing, his getting stronger, maybe getting healthier. Bro, he realizes now this is my football team. So I give him credit. It wasn't Brian Flores.
But that's part of the confidence that I mentioned.
No.
It's part of his play, and it's part of the coach saying, this is your team. No one else's.
It has nothing to do with the coach. It's on him. It has nothing to do with the coach.
No, it's he's part of it. I agree.
Yeah.
No, all right. So let me do this. Let me go to Tony real quick, and then
and I agree with Lewis. To me, leadership for a quarterback is an innate thing. You just have it or you don't have it. That the coach doesn't have to instill that in you. You just have it or don't have it. If you don't have it, you don't have it.
Now that's a good. Now,
but did he have it before? Is the question.
All right. So this is my thing about that.
Let me speak on that after you're done, CB.
Yeah. And Tony says you either have it or you don't have it, right? But if you do have it and you're trying to do it, a coach can say, "Hey, no, you're not going to do that in my locker room. You're not going to be that on my offense." Like he can kind of suppress some of your leadership skills if he's the head coach of the football team, because he kind of controls the philosophy. He controls who he wants to be captains and, who he wants to be leaders of his football team. I get what you guys are saying, but if there's a quarterback if I'm a head coach and there's a quarterback I feel I don't like, leading my offense or being the leader of my offense, I could defer to a wide receiver, defer to another guy and say, "Hey, I want you to be that. I want you to take on that role." Of course, quarterbacks are going to do certain things.
CB, I'll be right back, bro. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Go ahead.
You're implying sabotage now, CB.
I'm not implying sabotage. That's not what I'm saying. Von Joe, go ahead, though.
So this is why I say too, and I refuted that it's the coaching. Nah, F all that. The reason why I say it's Tua, because I believe, and this is just my belief, that we're literally watching this young man become a man, a grown man in front of us. Because again, this is post-child. This is post-marriage. Those things, those life events change you as a man.
Yes, they do. They do.
So those changes that he's going in his personal life could be affecting him professionally. Now he's leading his family. Okay, let me lead my men on the field as well.
And I agree with that wholeheartedly. When you say he's having a lot of stuff happening in his personal life that is affecting him probably in his professional life for sure. Having a son, getting married, having a family, that changes us as men. It does. Yeah. It really does. It changes us for the better, right? We become
leaders.
More in tune with more. Yeah, we have to become leaders. Now it's not about just us. It's about the safety for our wives and our children and everything else.
Absolutely.
So but the
by the way, hold on. By the way, I want to say something.
I'm gonna go to Shake. I'm gonna go to Shake, and then I'm gonna go to Tony, and then Lewis. Go ahead, Shake.
If he was like that, because Brian Flores didn't let him, he would have been like that year one instead of year two under Mike McDaniels, because Mike McDaniels gave him carte blanche his very first year. He made him feel comfortable. So if he would have been, if he was that vocal leader all along, he would have been that year one instead of year two.
But my pushback on that, Shake, is that in order to be a vocal leader, you got to understand it first, right?
Yeah.
So my thing is that you could be a vocal leader. You could, hey, bring it in. Dolphins on 3, 1, 2, 3 Dolphins. But when it comes to being a vocal leader in the offensive room, you got to know where guys are going to be. You got to know the entire offense. You got to know it in and out. So you can't be a vocal leader if you don't know it in and out. And I think in year two, you're going to see a much different Tua, because he's going to be more confident with the offense and what he has going on. Go ahead,
CB. Highlight J.R. Black. Just highlight the comment from J.R. Black, though, CB.
Okay, let me highlight this comment real quick, and then I'm gonna go to you, Tony. Now the comment says a player has to be confident in his own play, and he has the backing of the team to be able to lead that team. No one is a leader without willing followers, and I wholeheartedly agree with that. I think that's
1,000%.
I think that's a great take.
I agree, and he's got followers.
Yeah, and I think in the first 3 years playing in the NFL, I don't know if Tua was fully confident in his ability. I think last year gave him a lot of confidence moving forward to where he feels like he can play this game at a high level. So I can only imagine what he'll be in year 2 because I think he's more confident. I think his team is confident in his ability if he stays healthy. And I think right now it's just a matter of him staying healthy. I think that's it. I think you're spot on, JR.
Okay,
Go ahead, Tony.
CB, but I want to offer pushback on what you guys were saying. Why do we have to wait for him to get?
Of course you do.
Get married and have a kid for his balls to drop and be a leader.
What?
Whoa.
What?
Whoa.
But now I'm about to give you some pushback. What is your question?
So, first of all, nobody's saying that. Okay, see, I got to get on cam for this. Nobody's saying that that's what we had to wait. First of all, nobody's saying we had to wait.
Uh-oh.
2, nobody's saying this is what his balls dropped or whatever. What we're saying, Tony,
that was just the sequence of events.
Exactly, that was a sequence of events that led. Because again, Tua said that he leads in a different way. So when you have a certain sequence of events where he got married and he has a kid, now he noticed that okay, maybe I need to be more of a vocal leader. I can't just lead the way I was leading before. So maybe he always been a leader, but now he's changing his leadership style due to the events that happened in his personal life. Now he's saying, okay, I could take these lessons and still apply them in my professional life as well. That is what we're saying.
Yeah. He's expanding his leadership roles.
Jiminy Crickets. Nobody's saying the man balls didn't drop or nothing. God damn it, man.
Man, I know Anthony. Anthony is what do we call him? A goddamn Wolfpack hater. That's what he is. I'm gonna just be completely honest
stop
with you.
that, CB. Stop that.
It is what it is. But Anthony, I get what you're saying. Anthony's like, hey, well, why do we have to wait for all of these life events to happen before he, comes into his own? But I think it's a matter of timing, right? I think he had 3 years under Flores where he wasn't a very good football player. He wasn't the best he could be. He wasn't what he stacked up to be like he was in college. So I think at this point, second year with Mike McDaniel, the timing is right. I think he's had a kid, he's had a wife, he feels more comfortable in the offense. His coach is empowering him. I think a lot of
and the players are empowering him as well.
Exactly. So when your players are empowering you and everybody feels like, hey, you got the ability, we've seen you do it, then it's just a matter of him going out and doing it.
And do you guys think also with what you guys are talking about, the leadership thing too, is maybe that when he was at Alabama, he was in a protective bubble where he didn't have to express those leadership qualities that you guys are talking about? Because
I'm gonna be quite honest with you, Anthony. I don't really give a fuck about Alabama anymore. I don't care.
I'm asking the question.
We're 4 years removed from that. I
understand that.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you, Anthony, why this narrative about the coaching empowering players don't matter. It's always on the player, and this is why. Because what we've seen, they're empowering Austin Jackson, ain't they? They're basically telling all of us that are crying for a right tackle, no, this kid's going to be your right tackle, right? So they're empowering him. But if Austin Jackson comes out here and plays like trash, what are we saying? That Mike McDaniel didn't empower him, didn't give him what he needed? No. If Austin Jackson comes out and he plays well, it's because Austin Jackson put in the work. If he comes out and plays bad, it's just because Austin Jackson is trash. Has nothing to do with the coaching empowering these players or not. You see what I'm saying? Give Tua the credit.
We're not saying it's all on the coach.
But it's not even a little bit. The coach's job is to make the player's job easier on the field, scheme-wise and stuff. But at the end of the day, Ian Baller, the players are the one. Listen, Tua has to make the right reason to get the ball out. The receivers are the ones that have to get open and catch the ball. It has nothing to do with the coaching. That's where you guys are wrong. Listen, coaches are for game planning and stuff. It's not about building a player's confidence. Either as a player, and CB, you played, all of us pretty much have played. The coaches can give you everything they want. If you are, let's be honest, dog shit on the field, that's what you are. If you're a dude and you're a player that has arrived, that's what you are. You see what I'm saying?
No,
Let's start giving these players
but
credit.
you
instead
understand
of
where
giving all the
my
credit,
question is coming
coaches
from.
credit and blame.
Lewis, but you understand what my question, what I asked. My question was: do you think the protective bubble that he had when he was in college protected him from dealing with the media? Because the coach usually in college, the coach protects the players from dealing with not teaching them how to deal with
Tony, but that's not only. But okay, so there to your point, that's not only Tua though. That would be every player in college, right? They would protect everybody. So it's, when we say, "Oh, Tua was sheltered," why? Well, so was Jalen Waters sheltered? Was Tyreek when he was at Texas Tech or wherever he was from? Was he sheltered?
South Alabama.
Mac Jones was Mac Jones.
South Alabama. Like,
Jalen
come on,
Hurts.
bro. What are we doing? These are the narratives that. These are the narratives that we're talking. It's only with Tua, right? And I was one of those guys. But again, people that have labeled me a flip flopper, it's because Tua flip flop. I don't know how many times I got to say it. Well, listen, you can say what you want. On my opinion, Tua Tagovailoa, his first 2 years of the league, being a top 5 overall pick, he was just underwhelming. Last year, when he was on the field and he was healthy, he was very productive. As long as Tua keeps changing and he progresses, why is it so hard for us as fans to progress with him? You know what I'm saying? Like, give him credit, bro.
Because some people rather be right, though.
Yeah,
I'm not one of those. I don't want to be right. I'm just asking a question. I don't want to be right.
But hold on, you could still be right because again, I am changing with him, so you're still in the right.
Exactly, facts.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that some people aren't changing with him. They still talk like he played, like last year he played the exact same.
Oh,
as
those are people. Those people are
year.
haters. Those people are haters. You just
I know.
Are just born haters.
Yeah,
again,
just like there's a lot of
quarterbacks. So there's haters. There's haters out there.
Yeah, there's haters and there's lovers.
You know them, CB.
Yeah, you one of them, CB. You one of them.
I'm down
just
the
like the narrative. Just like the narrative that there's a lot of quarterbacks Tua's height, and yet Tua's the only one they harp on for not seeing over the line.
Yeah.
Saying he's too small.
There's a lot of that.
They're getting Bryce Young with that right now.
Poor Bryce Young.
Yeah, no one wants to mention Bryce Young's size.
As soon as Bryce Young miss a read, they gonna be on his ass, boy. God damn.
They already, bro. They already.
Not really. Some people are hyping up Bryce Young when they were down on Tua and Tua's, size.
But what I'm telling you is Bryce Young is gonna have struggles. All rookies have struggles. And when it happens, it's not going to be pretty. They're going to be on his ass.
Yeah, the Texans fans are going to turn on him right away.
But here's the thing. We wouldn't have this issue with Tua's height, if anything, and this can't see over the line, if Tua didn't say it.
Yeah, that's true too. I think.
But he was being honest.
He
was being honest, and the game after that.
Tua said that last season. We've been saying that since his rookie season.
Yeah, but it still stands true because how many people actually have complained about Tua getting balls batted down at the line? Actually, short quarterback problems.
But that's not even true. Tua actually is one of the least batted quarterbacks.
Now it's a problem.
Yeah, because he said, "Oh well, I can't see them for real." Nobody really talked about that.
Well, no, he didn't say I couldn't see them. He says if he can't see me, then I can't see you.
Yeah, if he can't see you, you can't see them.
Yeah, so that was never a problem before until he said that. And all of a sudden it became a big talking point. So it's just this young man is brutally honest at times. To his detriment.
And there's nothing wrong with that. We want a quarterback that tells the truth.
Well, see, I think there's a detriment to that. Like some stuff just doesn't need to be said.
Exactly.
Like
you gotta know when to close your mouth, bro.
Exactly, bro. You gotta know when to hold them. Yeah, when to hold them, when to fold them. And sometimes when you're talking, and that's the thing. And I've always said this about Tua. Tua's young. Tua lived a different lifestyle than a lot of American kids live. Like I think it's just a different lifestyle,
different culture,
like Tua, different culture, different lifestyle. Tua was probably, we would consider here in the United States, really sheltered as a kid. He probably, really didn't do a lot socially. He probably didn't hang out with his friends and cut up and get into a lot of trouble. And I think as a result of that, it's just he's still coming into his own.
He seems very awkward when he does interviews.
Yeah,
and that's part of the growing up process.
And that is part of the growing up process. Go ahead.
One thing that was taken out of context, with Tua, and it still is to this day, is that I didn't know the playbook very well, and all of a sudden everybody's saying he didn't know the playbook at all.
Yeah, he said
Yeah, it was
very well,
crazy.
but people said he didn't know it at
I
all.
think no matter how old Tua gets, it's not a growing up thing. I think he's just a little socially awkward. He's just a little socially awkward, and that's just something y'all gonna have to deal with for the rest of his career.
And so is our head coach, but we're cool with that as long as we win.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like he's socially awkward. It's fine.
And he is socially awkward. When you go look at the Tyreek Hill podcast, the It Needed to Be Said podcast, and he interviews Tua. When you see him interview Tua looks a little bit awkward. He looks a little bit, like socially, like he's a little bit behind. Not necessarily saying it's a bad thing.
The problem is
he's lacking in some areas socially.
Yeah, but the problem is no one ever said you had to be a social butterfly to be a good quarterback, bro. Like
exactly.
You shouldn't care about what's off the field. As long as he's being producing on the field, I don't care if you're in a club. I don't care if you're running meetings and all that. I don't care, bro. Just produce, bro.
But I think what people are looking at, Dave, is people are looking at, hey, if he's socially a little bit awkward, a little bit behind, or like, how is he going to be able to lead a football team and stuff like that? And I think now that he's got guys pushing him to get outside of his comfort zone, like Tyreek Hill, hanging out with Tyreek and hanging out with other players on the team, I think he's going to come out of his shell a little bit and become more of himself and become more of a man that's willing to lead the football team. But I think that's a part of the growing aspect. You can only you're only going to be as good as the people around you. And if the people around you are stagnant and they're just willing to let you do whatever you've done in the past, then you're going to continue to do that. But when there's guys who come in the locker room and say, hey, you need to come over to my house tonight. We chilling, we throwing a party, we hanging out. You need to come hang. Or if Tua says, hey, come over to the crib, we hanging, then you got to do that. It's something you got to be willing to do and get outside your comfort zone a little bit. And I think that's what you see going on now.
Side note, happy 79th birthday to Skylar Thompson.
So how old is he for real, Dre?
That's a whole move, Dre.
He's 27.
I was about to say 27, I think.
Say 70,
that man is
72.
86 years old. Stop lying to me.
Is he older?
72. Relax.
Is he older?
Yes, he's older than Tua.
He's older than Tua?
Yes,
And bro, this man's about to be 30 in his
Stop playing. Is he not older than McDaniels?
Bro, he's older than Morgan Freeman. What are you talking about?
No.
No one's older than Morgan Freeman. Stop that.
That's a fact.
CB.
That nigga been 60
he was a
forever,
rookie at the same age as Brandon. Remember when Brandon Whedon was the same age when he came into the league as Skylar? They're around.
Chris Weinke was 20. Chris Weinke's rookie year, I believe he was 26.
Yeah.
But Brandon Whedon wasn't. Brandon Whedon
Thompson was in the delivery room when Jesus of Nazareth was born. What are y'all talking about?
Hey, we talking about
boys, stop the foolishness. Stop the foolishness.
So go ahead, Big Philly. Big Philly, what's good with you, bro? How you feeling?
Chilling, man. But since we talking about old people, does anybody want to talk about what's his name? Al Pacino having a kid at like 86?
Oh man, yeah. Your boy's still shooting.
Hey, he's still balling.
I mean, bro, you're born with an endless amount of sperm. That man takes a couple of blue chews and he's good to go.
They say this motherfucker don't miss.
Hey,
this motherfucker don't miss.
We're not sponsored by Blue Chew, but if they want to throw us something for that,
you feel me?
If they want to throw us something for that, Von Joe, then feel free, bro.
Wait, CB, if you watch
until they do, we promote gas station pills.
Nah, I don't.
Damn.
We don't. I don't use Blue Chew, but if y'all want
talking about that Black Rhino, whatever it's called, all them things.
Hey, y'all
them gas station pills, boy. You about to have cardiac arrest messing with them things.
Hey, you better check your blood
get
pressure.
the crossing and shit.
You better check your blood pressure now.
Listen, I got a homeboy who mess with them gas station pills. I don't know what's wrong with them.
You're taking that Niagara? You're taking that Niagara?
Niagara? What is Niagara?
Niagara.
Gas station pills.
Yeah, look for the red stallion.
I was gonna say, Tony, whatever you take and put it down.
Okay. Hey, but question.
It's a joke from Cat. It's a Cat Williams joke. He was talking about his his grandfather taking Viagra pills, but he can't pronounce the V, so he calls it Niagara.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Dave, what's
Hey,
good?
no, but I was asking. My question was like, what sparked this conversation? That report that Tua was being more vocal and that stuff.
Who
like broke up
reported
the
that?
offense and told them like, "Yo, we not playing well. We need to get
Joe
this together."
Shad did. Joe Shad did.
Okay, Joe Shad reported that. Hey, you can count on Tony. Tony gonna know every damn thing, boy, about Tua, man.
Hey, CB, did you see Tyreek Hill's podcast when he interviewed Bradley Chubb?
I did watch.
I just watched that this morning.
Hey,
that was fire.
Hey, go watch that. Go watch. It needed to be said.
It'll get your blood pressure going.
Hey, Chubb is a dog too, bro. He's a dog.
Hey,
bro.
I told y'all that man was hurt, bro. Everybody talking about he underperformed, bro. This man was hurt, bro. Hey,
not only was he hurt, but
it was next season, bro. We get to see a healthy Bradley Chubb.
Yeah, not only was he hurt,
you
but
know
now he's
him
got
being
his DC
hurt
back.
doesn't make me feel better. Him being hurt doesn't make me feel better. By the way.
But he also had the best seasons of his career with Vic Fangio, and he's coming back. He knows the system very well.
Bonjo. If he had that impact on our defensive line, which produced more sacks, not him specifically, but he still drew all the attention and still had that type of impact while he was injured. Oh my nigga, wait till he's fucking healthy.
I get that. He's always healthy at the beginning of the season. Has he been healthy at the end of the season? Has he gone through a season without being hurt? That's my.
I think 2 seasons or 1 or 2.
My homie King Grizzy in here. He said Jets up. Hey, is Aaron Rodgers still not
Jets up where?
practicing? Is he still on the bike? Is he still on the bike riding the bike or what, man?
Did he go back in his dark room?
Jets up where? What are we?
After seeing how poor the Jets are, he went back in his dark room.
Hold on.
What's up with that?
Jets up. He's saying Jets up. Where is he? He's at an airport somewhere?
He a paper plane fan, man. He a paper plane fan, man.
God damn. It's not even the Jay-Z hat. It's not even the Rockefeller paper plane.
Not even the Rockefeller joint. Yeah, man. But I mean, Christian Wilkins, man. So we saw your boy Ed Oliver get the bag. He got paid, $15 million a year, right? Is Christian Wilkins next? Is he working at 15?
No. Ed Oliver did not get no 15 million.
I don't think this nigga get paid, bro.
I think he got 12.
I don't think
hold on. So it was 68, and I believe it was 45 guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
Yep.
What's the
45
average,
guaranteed.
What's the
it
average?
It comes out to about 11.25.
Yeah, about 11 million a year. Yeah, exactly. It's only the guaranteed money. And we were having the same conversation.
But y'all can't. But I get what you're saying. But we got to look at the overall contract. I know what you're saying, but we got to look at the overall contract because that's what Christian Wilkins is gonna get.
But again, I'll ask you this, CB. You think Ed Oliver's playing out that whole 5-year contract? You think he's
no?
But that's what I'm saying, bro. It's only the guaranteed money. We all know that. Let's be smart out here.
So we're gonna rob with the guaranteed money.
It's the guaranteed
that's
money.
pretty much what you should be doing.
Yeah, but it's 4 years. It's 4 years.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So 4 and 45 to Von Joe's point, it's about 11.25 million. That's what it is. So there you go. So we'll ask the question like this. This is the same way I asked it last night. If we know Ed Oliver's making 11, let's just call it 11.5 million, right? Is Christian Wilkins that is asking for, let's say 17, 18? Is he $6 to $7 million better? More million?
Absolutely.
Better than Ed Oliver?
I don't
Absolutely.
know.
Bills fans wanted Ed Oliver gone, and now he got paid.
Too, though. It's a $68 million
Nah, Wilkins better than Ed Oliver.
I didn't say he wasn't, but is he?
No, he's saying significant. Y'all got to listen to the key words.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is significantly
Okay,
better.
my bad.
Ed Oliver is a decent player. Wilkins is an elite rush defender.
Ian Baller. This is what I'm saying. Ed Oliver's making an $11.5 million. Let's say Christian Wilkins wants 18. That's $7 million more. Is Christian Wilkins worth $7 million? Is he $7 million better than Ed Oliver? Because I don't.
Yes, I think he is. I think he is. I think Ed Oliver is a decent.
What y'all talking about? Y'all talking about
starter.
The base salary or the guarantee?
We're talking about the guarantee.
Oh, okay.
He's not better. He's not better. He's not $7 million. Again,
Christian Wilkins ain't gonna get 18 million guaranteed no matter what.
He might.
Who ain't?
I don't know.
That man ain't getting no 18 million guaranteed a year.
So what's the hold up then?
I think he's gonna get.
That's
15
what I'm saying,
mil.
Dave.
I think he gets 15.
I think
Bro,
he'll
I ain't
get
gonna lie.
16.
That's a great number.
I think Christian's pricing himself out of Miami, bro. Because why wouldn't it be done yet already?
That's a good
Because
question, too.
he already said he's focused on football. His agent is taking care of that stuff. So we'll see what happens.
Stop.
We all
This
supposed
isn't
to say
these
that
weak
type of
ass
shit.
arguments. Every player's worth playing for. Again, see, this is my problem, and I'm sorry, CB, but people stick up for me. Everybody's playing for the bag. They're not playing. You think he's playing for the love of football? You think they told Christian Wilkins, "Hey, play for $1 million"?
No, I don't.
No,
Look,
Like,
Lewis.
come on,
I
bro.
don't. Here we go.
I'm not saying that.
Lewis, I don't think that's the case, but I also think that a couple mil difference. I think a couple mil a year could be the difference in him staying in
And
Miami.
that's what I'm saying. He's
versus
good at 15. The number you said 15, but he's not worth. Again, we're hearing that he wants anywhere between 17 to 19 million, 20 million. Is he that worth that? No, he's not.
I don't know about
He's
20
not.
guaranteed, but 18 is, I would
He's
say, the
not worth
max.
18. No, he's not.
I think he
Because
is.
in 2
Yes.
years, well, that's fine. I have my opinion. You have yours. What I'm saying is, you give Christian Wilkins $18 million, and in 2 years, everybody will be crying just like they are about Emmanuel Ogbah. And those are the facts.
Because most
You'll
of
be
those
crying
guaranteed
in 2
money
years.
he'll get his first 2 seasons, though.
First of all, this is my thing. To be completely honest with you, I don't think you pay an interior lineman $20 million a year unless he's
Aaron Donald.
Unless he's Aaron Donald, unless he's wrecking shit. You gotta.
17?
I would pay him 15. I think 15 million guaranteed is the number. That's the max I would pay him.
That's where CB. I'm
Because
with CB 100%.
That's
well,
the
reason why I'm asking 17 is because it's Ed Oliver signed a $68 million deal, even though 45 is guaranteed. If you give him a $68 million deal fully guaranteed, it's $17 million a year. For 4 years.
But we ain't.
I can't do that.
He's not worth 17. Yeah,
I
no.
would. Yeah,
I'm just saying.
look.
I've been out of the fold. Y'all know I haven't been on anywhere lately. I've been focusing. I had a new promotion, so I've been focusing on work, my day job, my 9 to 5.
Congrats, bro.
Thank you, sir. But so I've been out of the loop. I mean, to pay an interior lineman even $17 million is tough. Like, and I would have to
that's a lot of money, bro.
It's a lot of money, bro.
It's a lot of money.
He is impactful. He is impactful in the
But
game.
this is my thing about Christian Wilkins.
Is he going to make the same impact as a Tyreek Hill or something like that?
Yeah, but wide receiver. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you compare, that position,
top wide receivers are getting $20 million a year. I'm sorry, defensive tackles do not deserve to make that type of money, bro. Unless you're Aaron Donald.
I would use the history of the Dolphins, right? So when we signed Ndamukong Suh, everybody rioted because he wasn't getting, because he wasn't getting 15 sacks a year. But that position is not intended to get 15 sacks a year. It's intended to stuff double teams, and it's intended for run gap situations. That's what that position is intended for. So if you're gonna get him and pay him $17 million a year and then expect him to make 10, 12 sacks a season, that's not gonna happen.
And I'm not paying a guy for something he hasn't done yet, bro. I'm not paying him.
Now, if you're gonna pay him to run stuff and take the double team, and you're okay with the 17, that's different. Then you're gonna get exactly what you paid him for. But if you're gonna get him for 12, 10 sacks a year, that ain't gonna happen.
Everybody,
and that's my that's my thing, bro. I mean, interior linemen. And let's look at our linebacker situation last year. Did we have a good group of linebackers?
I think we have a bunch of linebackers that play out of position.
Last year or this year?
Last year, did we have a good group of linebackers playing alongside Christian Wilkins? No, we didn't, right? So we had a poor group of linebackers playing with Christian Wilkins. I don't think Christian Wilkins has that type of production with a better group of linebackers behind him in a better scheme. I don't think he has.
That's facts.
And look, this year he will not have those tackle numbers that he had this year because it's going to be a team effort. Our linebackers will be better. Our edge setters will be better, and we'll be rallying to the ball much better. So I just think
the scheme would be better. The scheme is what's going to
overall. I agree. The scheme is going to be better. So it's going to open up, and
stuff like that.
I think it's gonna basically kind of put his numbers down a little bit. It's going to set him kind of back down to reality. And that's where I think the Dolphins conflict is that, hey, they don't want to pay a guy for what he did 1 year last year. It was kind of like an outlying year, right? He had a tremendous year tackle-wise, but, I mean, you only did that because our defense they weren't in the right positions and our linebackers weren't making the plays. I think that's what it comes down to. So he's kind of in a touchy situation.
CB, I can say the same thing about fucking Agba. We paid him. We paid him. We knew he been in the scheme. He's not a dog on the edge. I don't know if he gets 9 sacks in our scheme, but look, we did it with him.
But see, and that's the thing. Do you want to make the same mistake, or do you want to learn from it? Right? So it's like, do you want to pay Christian Wilkins and make that same mistake like you made with Agba? And I don't think Agba was a mistake. I think Agba was hurt last year, and I think he was kind of playing out of place. You know, they pushed him inside a little bit since you got Ingram and you got Van Ginkel and Chubb on the outside and you got Phillips on the outside. I think he was pushed more on the inside. I think he's more of an edge guy. So, I mean, we'll see how it works out. But the Miami Dolphins got to figure it out. And I think largely it's going to be on Vic Fangio and how he approaches it and how he determines whether these guys should get the bag or not. Because if he feels like they're needed, then they'll be here. If not, them dudes probably won't be here. Simple as that.
Hey, let me pose it to y'all like this here. Two questions. How was I gonna say this? I wanna make sure it lands the right way. All right. So the first one is, would you pay Christian Wilkins this top tier 17, 18, 19, $20 million money if you knew it would jeopardize future contracts with Jalen Phillips and Jalen Waddle?
No.
Usually your answer
Big
is
no.
no, right? So
Big no.
that should back them down a little bit. And then the second question I was gonna pose, I kind of forgot it, but I'll jump back in when I remember what I was gonna say.
But see, that's a really good question. If you feel like that money is going to hinder you down the line to where you can't re-sign Jalen and you can't re-sign Phillips, it's kind of like, damn, bro. Like, and you got to have that conversation with him too. Like, bro, I want to pay you, but this is the best I can do because I'm looking to also pay your teammates next year. I mean, if you want to be a team guy and help us out a little bit, you know, we can get it done. But if you don't, then you're going to price yourself out of Miami. And I don't think Christian Wilkins is the type of guy to price himself out of Miami. I think the Dolphins are very close to getting the deal done. Hopefully they get it done this week, right?
Oh, I remember. Okay, what if they're waiting to – what if they pose the question to Christian or put it like to Christian like this? Well, we're going to be running a different scheme. We know what you did last year. And last year was actually the first year you really flashed, like really produced. Right. So now if you're going to be playing a different defense, what's to say that they're not actually telling him, well, let's see what you do this year in this defense?
Honestly,
that would be what they're waiting on. He probably won't get paid this year. Or maybe halfway through the season, if he actually starts producing, then they'll pay him.
I'd like to see him paid halfway
Bonjo,
through
you
the season.
What's up?
Hey, wasn't that you that said last week? I think we was in the spaces that said, you know, because of Christian Wilkins he's going into his 5th year. He's playing on his 5th year option. Does he really want to play? Is his agent really advising him to play on his 5th year option without a long-term deal in place? I think we was talking about that last week. I think you brought that up. And I think that's a very notable thing to think about right now, because he's got to protect himself.
Yeah, but we got to remember, as fans, we can't look at it like, well, you got to kind of be on the team side as far as this shit, because we got to do what's best for the team. What's best for the player is always not play. But then if he turns around and doesn't play, we're all going to kill him for it. Like, you know what I mean? So even though I would understand why he's not playing. But
it's the thing. The guy went 4 years, no injuries, at least no notable injuries that we know of. He waits till he's 50. As fate would have it, Here's his fifth year. He's playing on his 5th year. He gets hurt. Now he's fucked.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I completely understand that. From the player's perspective, I completely understand. But as a fan, I could kind of care less about you getting paid, bro. I need your ass on the field. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's the fan and business side of it is totally different. It's two totally different aspects. But I mean, Christian
I
Wilkins
can be fair to both sides.
He's trying to get his money for sure, and I'm not mad at him for trying to get his money. I just think in this situation, he's gonna have to be willing to kind of help us out as well, because
not if it's gonna hurt the team.
I mean, right, and I mean, at this point, everything we sign now is like, hey, we're trying to keep this team together. So we're trying to win and keep this team together. If we can't keep this team together, then we have to move guys.
But CB, here's the thing. This is his big payday. He's not going to get another contract. How old is Christian Wilkins?
He's probably 24, 25.
Nah,
no, he's like 27.
Christian Wilkins was kind of old when he came in the league. He was like 23 coming into the league.
Yeah.
He was like, he's like 27, 28.
Yeah, so he signed a 5-year contract. He's not getting another big payday after that. No, this is his one chance to get the bag.
So you think he's going to go after the bag instead of going after...
this is the one. He's not going to get a bigger contract than this.
Oh, he is 27. No. He's 27 years old.
Exactly. He signed a 4-year contract. He's not getting another big contract.
On his
CB, what would you do? If you was in shoes, what would you do? Yeah, you love the team, you love the game, but look, it's about generational wealth and taking care of your family for years to come.
Right. I get it, but you got to think about it like this, right? You got to, as a player, if I'm in Christian Wilkins' shoes, I'm thinking, hey, I could either force the team's hand to try to pay me, or I could take a team-friendly deal, or that I can request a trade and they move me, right? Now, he's probably has a real comfortable situation here in Miami, right? He's also thinking, hey, this Miami team is primed to be a winner. I like Mike McDaniel. I like the coaching staff. I like the way he treats his players. I like the way that, hey, he's not trying to kill us out there. We could have had 10 OTA practices. We only had 6. Is it worth me pushing for a couple extra mil a year to be in a situation that I maybe don't want to be in? Or should I stay here, rock with the Dolphins? Maybe I become more marketable if we win a championship or win a Super Bowl, and my price goes up after that. Like, that's something you have to consider. I know you guys are just thinking, oh, I want to get paid, or I'm gonna take a pay cut. But there's a lot. If I take a pay cut, a little bit of a pay cut, and we win a Super Bowl, shit, I can get money off endorsements and everything else that exceeds that little bit of money that I was gonna get on the contract. I mean, it just kind of depends on how you
players.
Look at it.
A Super Bowl is a team accolade. It's not an individual accolade.
It is. It's a team.
Just because you win a Super Bowl, it's not gonna get you paid. It's not gonna get you paid.
Hey,
it's about what you do.
True. But one thing, if I may say something.
Go ahead, Shay.
One thing we got to realize too is your value goes up on things that you do in a playoff game.
Exactly. Your value, first of all, and you say it's a team accolade. It is a team accolade, but a lot of players.
Yeah, Shake just said what I said, basically.
Look, but a lot of players, individual players, get big deals, get big contracts with other brands and stuff like that based off of winning the Super Bowl. And it's not just the quarterback; it's also other players who play well on that team. So, I mean, I get what you're saying, Mountie, but it's also like, hey, as an individual, if you perform well in the playoffs, your prices are going up.
Yeah. And one thing I want to point out is look at Danny Amendola. No, all regular season, he was quiet, but once the playoffs hit, he was a different wide receiver, and that's where he got his name. Danny Amendola did.
Yeah. Hey, CB, I'm going to quote a very famous sport agent by the name of Jerry Maguire.
What do you say?
Show me the money.
Hey,
I am sorry if the other team is going to give him $2, $3, $4 million a year, even if it's $2 million extra. That's $8 million by the time that he is done with his contract, and he's still going to get those endorsements.
Do you think he's taking that? Let's say that's the case. Let's say, give us another team.
Bro, even if Houston came calling and goes,
let's say Houston here. Let's say Houston comes calling and says, "Hey, we'll give you $18 million a year guaranteed to come be a loser with us."
I'm signing.
And help us build.
I'm signing.
And Miami says, "Hey, we'll give you $15 million. You're gonna be a part of something special."
Hey,
You're
that's
not
$12 million with no state income taxes, bro. Texas.
You gonna have $15 million to stay in Miami. Enjoy the beautiful weather, the beautiful women,
Texas
all
got
of this
beautiful
stuff.
And beautiful women.
Okay, they do. So
in Texas.
So the women looking like 3 techniques.
Yo, let me listen. I get
God
where you're
damn.
from, but overall picture on a 5-year optional deal, you're looking at 15. You're looking at least, let's say, $3 million a year. You're looking at $15 million. You're just leaving it out there just to sit with another team. Fuck that. I want my $15 million.
That's the thing. You say that, but when you look at Tyreek's situation, Tyreek could have took more money with the Jets. Why would you come to Miami?
Income tax. The state income tax is not the same.
The money he would have made.
Even with the income tax, he still would have made more money in New York.
It wasn't.
It came out a little bit less than Miami, and that was the deal breaker.
Man ain't want to go to New York. Simply put.
All right. So
I don't know why y'all be arguing about the money. He just didn't want to go to New York.
You think we offer Ramsey the highest deal, or do you think another team offer Ramsey higher money?
That was a trade.
So I don't know what we offer Ramsey, and it doesn't matter because Ramsey has come out of his mouth and said he forced his way to Miami.
Yeah, he didn't want to be in.
Why are
LA.
players forcing their way to Miami?
Isn't Ramsey from here though?
Everybody beating around.
No, Ramsey is from.
He's from Georgia, right?
I think he's from
Tennessee. He's from Tennessee.
Yeah. I was about to say Alabama, but it's Tennessee.
But why do people want to come to Miami?
Because California got state income tax.
Because Miami's prime to win.
You said what?
He went to college in Florida. He started his career in Florida, so he loved Florida probably.
This is a little disingenuous, and I say this because Ramsey and Wilkins are at 2 completely different points of their career. Ramsey has a Super Bowl ring. He made his money. He signed. He already signed that big contract.
So at this point, Ramsey don't care about money. He just care about.
He probably care about comfort. Yeah,
he probably care about finishing his career in a place he likes that he can compete.
Yeah.
Why does Dalvin come in here to finish his career, compete? It's not about money.
But again, but the thing is, that's the thing. But you're naming people.
What Vonjo's saying is Christian Wilkins in a different point.
I don't know. But bro,
Christian Wilkins didn't get his bread. Dalvin Cook already made it past his rookie contract and signed that big money deal. He already got his bag. Christian Wilkins
that's money, bro. That's
Christian Wilkins has not gotten the bag yet. He has not. He's just coming off his rookie contract.
CB, you gonna leave $3 million a year just to be a Dolphin? Come on, bro. You ain't gonna leave no $3 million.
What's up, Doc?
Doc, what's going on, man?
What's up?
What's up with you,
Yo,
man?
Doc is up here?
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here. Sky is falling.
Which Doc? Not Twitter Doc.
That's Twitter Doc.
Yeah. God damn.
That's Twitter Doc. Damn, Doc is finally came up. Damn, welcome, Doc.
What's up, original Brown?
Doc,
God damn, whole lot of game.
Doc, you're a former NFL player, man. I mean, when you look at Christian Wilkins' situation, will players be willing to take less money to be in a better situation, or are they going for the money always?
After the second contract. After the second big contract. He like anybody else. I put in the chat, how many of you would take a discount at your job? Christian Wilkins love Miami, but that
Thank
first
you, Doc.
You got to get as much as you can get. And then, as you get later in your career, then you start really focusing on legacy and championships, et cetera, et cetera. I think someone posed a question with the Texans. You know, what would he do if the Texans said,
if they offered him the money? Oh, you breaking up a little bit. Say it again.
I think that the Texans would say to him, "We think we can win a Super Bowl with you. So come and be a part of what we're building." So they would sell that to him, that they're going somewhere and they want him to be a part of it, and that's why we're gonna pay you this money. He got to get paid. I mean, that's just what it is.
And that may be the case. Maybe he wants to get paid. Maybe
he want to get paid. I mean, that's not a maybe.
All right, so he wants to get paid. He wants to get paid what he's worth, right?
Keep in mind, CB, he's 27. He has no choice. He has to get paid, even if he wants to stay here to win. He's going to have to take the money over the winning.
What's good, Doc?
Hey, shout out to Lewis for inviting me up.
Hey,
come on, always come through,
Doc,
man. Hey,
because
so
here's the thing, CB. Let me ask you a question. He signs a 5-year contract. Understand, he's going to be 32. What big payday he's going to get after this at 32?
He's not getting another big one. This is his second contract. This is his opportunity here.
Exactly.
Now,
That's it, bro.
So this is his opportunity. Now, is he pricing himself out of Miami? Let's answer the question. I
don't think he is, though. I don't think he is. He has his value. That's his price. Miami has the option to pay it. Miami pays it, great. Miami don't pay it. Well, it was nice knowing you.
There's a market value for him. There's a market value. And he's going to want market value for himself. I mean, that's just what it is.
Exactly. Blame the other teams that set that market value like that.
If you're the Miami Dolphins front office, what would you be willing to pay Christian Wilkins right now, Doc? How much a year, guaranteed?
I said 18, somewhere between 17 and 18. I think Oliver's contract really, he's better than Oliver. So I would say maybe $2 million more than that contract. But again, it really is the guaranteed money, right? So if you guarantee Christian Wilkins, $47 million over 5 years or 4 years, I think that'll get it done. Because that's the only thing that matters. It's not the bottom line, but the guaranteed money.
Right. And I agree with you. I mean, I think
because very few people are finishing their contracts, right? They're
so he's more in the $12 to $13 million range, not no 15 to 18.
Yeah,
but that's your perspective of it. But again, he has his words. That's just the way you guys are looking at it. And again, that's what I was saying earlier. It depends on what Miami sees, what his position on the team is, and the value of it is. Are they going to put a value on sacks? Or are they going to put a value on run stuffing and the double team? You get what I'm saying? So it depends on how they feel. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Chris.
What does Fangio need for his defense? Do Fangio like him, or is it Fangio in love with him?
And that's the thing. And we don't know that. I think Fangio puts more emphasis on the pass rusher than he does the interior guy.
Exactly. Yeah, so that's why I said Fangio, and I stated this. And CB, I stated this a while ago that I think if Fangio was in love with Wilkinson, bro, this is not a conversation. He would have been done.
Right.
Well, I was too. I think that Christian Wilkins, it doesn't matter what defense he plays in. That guy is a freaking dog, man. He gonna get after it.
He has a motor. He has a motor. He's a great motor.
Every single day, he's gonna come to work and get it done. And it doesn't matter. So his production, wherever he is, might be different, but you still gonna see a player that's giving everything he got on the football.
I think you broke up a little bit, Doc. There.
That's what you want, man. There's no way there's no way that you can't tell me that Fangio or any football coach doesn't value what Christian Wilkins brings to the table, man. There's
no doubt. And even him being a leader in the locker room, and just honestly, he's been a top-notch guy for us since day one. Since he became in as a rookie, He was a character. He was a personality. So I think the Dolphins are really trying to find a way to do right by him. I think it's just a matter of the numbers being a little bit off at this point. And honestly, with a new coach coming in and kind of changing the defensive scheme, I don't see how it's gonna. I don't know how it's gonna work out, but I like him to be around. I really would like Christian Wilkins to be around. Now, if Christian Wilkins is around, does that mean maybe that means that Seiler is out? Now, are you willing to price and giving Christian Wilkins the contract, price Seiler out of Miami? Maybe Seiler is not going to be a priority moving forward since you have to pay Christian Wilkins. I mean, what do you guys think about that?
He could be, if you think about it, because remember, they still got Raekwon Davis there. And I think he's supposed to be due for a contract soon. So they could say, well, maybe we'll just run it with Christian and Seiler and let Davis walk.
I mean, maybe they let Seiler walk though.
They could, but they also
Raekwon Davis. Raekwon. Go ahead.
Can walk.
This Raekwon Davis fourth year.
That's what I'm saying.
So but Raekwon Davis, he's going to be cheaper than Zach Seiler. I'll tell you that.
He will be cheaper, but
so
are you going to get the same productivity out of it? That's the thing, because we haven't really seen it out of him yet.
They need to move Raekwon Davis to fucking 3 technique.
Yeah, I'd like to see Raekwon at the 3 technique as well. He's a huge dude. But I want to see him be more productive too. And I think Miami Dolphins are working on the offensive line. I think Vic Fangio will have it figured out in terms of where he does.
Well, he was injured too. He had some injuries here and there since being drafted that were like little nagging injuries. But but that's where it goes. Like, are they gonna put the emphasis on Seiler and Wilkins and let like maybe Agba and Davis walk? Which that's a possibility. And that will open up the cap room to pay both those athletes. So you got to look at it like that too. Well, they really want to make it work. They'll make it work.
Go ahead, Doc.
I don't think any of it's going to matter because 1, the salary cap is going up. 2, I think Terran Armstead maybe has a year and a half or 2 left. I think Jalen Ramsey is going to have a year or 2 left. Agba, Baker. All of those guys are going to be gone to make room for the 4 guys that we have coming up, which is Wilkins and Holland and Waddle and Tua. So I don't think in the very short.
You there, Doc?
Yeah. Maybe if he turns the camera off, it'll help him.
Doc in this connection, boy.
Doc,
what you call it? What you call it?
You might want to turn your camera off.
What we say, that Walmart connection?
Oh, don't do Doc like that. Doc, you might have to turn your camera off or get on Wi-Fi, man, because you're having a hard time connecting.
No. People keep calling me, bro. I'm somebody.
Oh, that's what it
blowing
is.
Me up, man. I'm sitting on the back of the pool, trying to chill, and they blowing me up from the school. I keep sending the damn voice.
All right, Doc. You didn't have to flex on us like that, bro. You didn't have to flex on us. Bro. My man said, I'm chilling at the back of the pool. People blowing me up. All right, we get it. You're important, bro. God damn.
So question to the panel. What's your now that training camp? I think training camp starts in the end of July, right?
End of July.
What key position battles are you guys looking at that entice you the most?
Man, I'd say the secondary. I think the secondary intrigues me a lot. Like, I want to see if Cam Smith emerges as a player right away. I want to see if Kader Kohou can stay in that lineup and be a dog, continue to be a dog. That secondary intrigues me because there's a lot of moving pieces there. There's a lot of different packages you can deploy. So I'm looking to see how Vic Fangio is going to deploy those guys. I think that's going to be instrumental. So that's one for me. What do you guys think?
Well, depth for sure.
Receiver
yeah.
Doc, I think Doc said receiver. What you think? What you think about the receiver situation?
Receiver
three. Receiver 3. He said.
Okay, receiver 3. Yeah. Receiver 3. I think that's going to be locked up already by Chosen, and
Yep.
And I mean, Cedric Wilson may be there. He may be in the room. Barrios is going to be there. Izakama's going to be there. Braylon Sanders is going to be there. Honestly, I think Braylon Sanders could emerge as a guy in that room as well. Because I think he's a really good football player.
Don't you think they want Easy E to be receiver 3?
Yeah, I think they want that, but I think it doesn't matter what you want. If there's a guy outperforming him, you have to go with the better guy.
Thanks.
You see what I'm saying? And I think Braylon Sanders was outperforming him last year, and that's why Braylon Sanders got in the game over Easy E, because he was outperforming. He was a better player. And you got to think about Braylon Sanders came from wide receiver U. He played with Elijah Moore. He played with DK Metcalf and A.J. Brown. He played with some great receivers. So if you can hang with those guys, then you can come to Miami and you can compete for a spot. And that's what he did. And that's why he got time last year. So I think that's going to be one to look out for in that room. Braylon Sanders. I think Robbie Anderson, he's a good football player. No matter how you put it, he's a ball player. So I expect him to come out and play. I expect Berrios to make plays too. And that's something we're lacking, that guy in the slot who could just operate, run good routes and just and separate and be able to be an outlet for Tua in the middle of the field. I think there's going to be some opportunities there as well. So a lot of stuff to look at, a lot of stuff to look for camp for sure.
Yeah.
I think that the receiver 3 position is going to be occupied by a lot of guys because of their different skill sets, right? So it's more going to be package based with Berrios. Yeah.
I agree. I agree. Yeah,
the tight end room. I want to see how that's gonna look.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Well, I think Tyler Kroft got that on lockdown, which might.
You think so?
Honestly, yeah. Remember, they're going to use them more on those blocking packages where you'll see an occasional pass to them, but I don't think they're going to intend to throw to them as much as they want. They probably want to focus on that receiver group as the core, and then you have the running backs on the outfield that are explosive as well. So there's so many different options they would have on the offense. I think that the tight end is probably like the last resort. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll probably do a couple
for pass catching. Yeah.
I agree with they'll probably maybe like on some play actions they might catch one or two, but I don't think it's going to be as area of focus for them as it would be on that wide receiving core and that running back room, because there's so many speed guys there, so many explosive receivers and running backs that they, there's only so many passes they can throw in a game that they can get everybody involved like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you're getting a little bit of feedback, but Philly, you just got a little bit of feedback. But guys, you're good. Guys, I've been going for an hour and a half. I'm gonna go ahead and do some final takes and close it up. I'll be back probably tomorrow or Tuesday, probably Tuesday, just to kind of touch bases in regards to some housekeeping stuff and what we got going on. I'll be live on In the Blender with Shake Money on Thursday. What time is that going to be? 7 p.m.?
7 o'clock. Yeah.
7 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Be sure to check us out on there as well. I appreciate everybody coming through. Let me do some final takes real quick. Hit the like on your way in. We got 37 in the building. Hit the like on your way out. Appreciate you guys coming through and rocking with me on a Sunday. Game time in about 20 to 30 minutes. The Miami Heat about to tip off against the Denver Nuggets. I'm going to grab a beer, grab some food, get ready to watch this game, man. You already know what time it is, man. Let me do final takes. Big Philly, man. Appreciate you coming through the Miami Heat jersey on, my dog, ready to go.
I've been ready, bro. You already know this. I was debating on going live tonight, but I really don't feel like doing that shit tonight.
You trying to watch the game. I feel you.
Dude, man, we tried that with CT a couple times, bro, during the playoffs. It's tough, dude, to do that. And then the thing is, too, is everybody's linked different. So Amicus would have to stay back a bit because he's like 30 seconds ahead of us. So it's like shit's pain in the ass.
I got you. Bro. It's tough, man. Doing that live stream, watching the game. Yeah.
By the way, have you heard of you heard from Amicus, Big Philly?
Yeah, I spoke to him already. He's doing some family time. He's stepping away from the podcasting stuff for a bit and wants to focus on the family.
Okay. That's all. I'm glad he's okay. That's all that matters. Bro.
Yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We had a lot of people come through, a lot of cool comments, man. I wish I could have addressed everybody. We were kind of into it, having this conversation. But go ahead, Big Philly, give me your final take, bro.
A lot of fun coming. That's my final take. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Obviously we have the Heat playing it for the finals. You got the Pan finals and the Stanley Cup finals. Hopefully the Marlins can turn it around. I don't think so, but they looking better. Their pitching core is looking a little bit better with that new kid Perez coming to the fold. And you have Sandy. So, and then the Dolphins. The Dolphins, they're gonna come and do their thing.
It's coming.
We got questions. We got question marks of some of these athletes. But nonetheless, I think that you got to have some sort of faith in that front office and what they're trying to do because of what they built so far. Even though the record hasn't really reflected it, but we have had the most talented roster we've had in years. And you do have to give them credit where credit's due at with some point there, with some room for margin of error. But yeah, man, just a lot of fun coming, bro. It's a great time to be in Miami. You know how like Boston, all those years with the Celtics, the Bruins, the Red Sox, and
it's
and
our
the Patriots.
time now.
It's our time, bro. It's Miami's time now, and it's coming. It's coming, guys. And hey, man, make sure y'all follow CB's channel.
Follow Big Philly. Follow Big Philly.
Come on over, Miami Fan Talk, bro. Hey, we have place for everybody. No matter who you are.
That's what's up, man. Appreciate you coming through, bro. Appreciate you coming through, dude.
Man, as always, bro. I love y'all, bro. Y'all be easy, man. Von Joe, as always, bro. Shake money. Love all y'all boys. Hey, go Heat tonight.
Go Heat. Go Heat. Go Heat later. Hey, man. Appreciate Big Philly coming through. One of the homies, definitely. Yeah, man. Von Joe, what you got for me, bro? You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I got a little quiet because I was prepping dinner for the fam.
I got you.
But no, it's an exciting time to be alive for the Dolphins. At the end of the day, we take a look at everything and what we got, what we built. It's easy to be excited about it, right? But at the end of the day, it's also, we have to show it all. It all has to come together on the field at the end of the day, right? So where everything has to come together, piece together, and everything has to gel. So but at this point, all we could do is be excited over the team that we're putting together. I mean, there's no football being played yet.
No football being played, man. Yep. So I think it's only a matter of time. It's coming, though. It's coming.
So our energy should match our team's energy. Right now, our team looked good on paper, and all we could do is go off what's on paper. So let's be excited, rally together as Dolphin fans, and be excited. Now, if all of it starts looking like trash when it comes onto the
it ain't happening
on the field,
it ain't happening.
No, hold on. Exactly, it's not happening. I don't see it happening, but that's when you could be mad and upset, right?
Yeah.
But right now, no, man. Ain't no point to complain and say, "Oh, no, this team." No, we have to come together and rock out. Listen, it's gonna be a beautiful season.
It is, man. Hey, appreciate you coming through. It's always love, Andre.
Hey, no pressure. I got you.
All right, bro. Later. Hey, Mountie, man, what's good? I appreciate you coming through. It's always love, homie. Always great takes. Mountie, you definitely one of the day oneers, man. Go ahead and give me your final take, bro.
Hey, man, it's always an honor and a privilege to be up here, chopping it up with our fellow fans, our fellow Dolphin fans,
the community.
But So hey, look. I'm anxious to at least see training camp. OTAs, I really don't pay no attention to OTAs too much, but I want the pads on to see how things are taking shape. But I have total confidence in our coaching staff. I think they're very capable and competent. So, fans up on One and Upward. Peace and love to everybody.
Hey, peace and love, bro. Have a blessed Sunday. Hey, you guys have a blessed week, man. Have a blessed week, bro. Hey, Doc, man, what you got for me, man? Give me your final take, man. It was great hearing from you. I appreciate you coming through, man.
It was good finally see him, too.
Hey, appreciate you for having me up, man. I love the conversation, and I think everybody's sentiment. It's a great time to be a Dolphin, man. I've been rocking with the Dolphins since about 1976, man. And
wow, what's up?
except for those a few of those Marino years, this is by far the best roster, and dare I say, the best coaching staff, and the most energy we've had. And so I'm super excited about that. And some tough decisions coming down the pipe, and that's what makes Mike McDaniel and Chris Greer, that's why they get paid. You know what I mean? And they'll have to make those decisions, but I'm a lifer with these Dolphins, man, and I'm ready for this year. And again, thank you for having me on the show, man. It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure, man. And Doc, I know I didn't really have a chance to introduce you, but you played in the NFL. Give us your background just for a couple seconds. I know people came in and they were like, "Who is this guy, Doc? Who is Doc? Why is everybody saluting him?" Just give us your background just a little bit.
So I'm from Miami. Grew up in Dade County. Went to Miami Central. Then I wanted to go to the U, but that wasn't in the cards. So I went to Alabama State at HBCU. Salute.
HBCU.
And then I was fortunate enough to get a free agent shot, undrafted free agent with the Oilers, and the first year I made the practice squad, and then the next 3 years I made the team outright. And then I tore my knee up, and it was the second time I had knee surgery. And so I decided life over limb, and I still was young and could do better. So went to school, coached college football for about 6 years, coached some high school football, and then went back and got my doctorate. And now I'm a principal at a school here in Houston, Texas, with a wife and 5 daughters, man, and it's all good.
Man,
hey, by the way, Doc,
that's big time.
Doc, one thing about Dalvin Cook, he went to FSU, but he's a product of Central.
You already know. I already know. We running back you, indeed.
Running back you down there in Miami, huh?
4 state championships. Yes, indeed. So again, CB, just thank you for having me, man. You solid guy, and
man, you chopping up a little bit, but hey, big love to Doc. Big shout out to the HBCUs, man. I'm a Howard grad myself. Played at Howard. Shout out to the HBCUs. It's a lot of NFL cats who've came out of the HBCU. Went on to make
play at Howard. When did you play at Howard?
I played at Howard from 2003 to 2007, 2008. Redshirted my first year. I played tight end up there.
Yeah, so I coached at Delaware State from 97 to 2001.
So we used to play y'all every year. That last game of the season.
So
we was
most definitely.
Yeah, you was either coming to us or we was coming to y'all at Dell State to play in that cold weather, man.
Sure.
Either one.
Yes.
Yep. Hey, so appreciate you coming through, man. It's always love, Doc.
Very good.
Hey, very, very good football mind. Hey, be sure to follow Doc on Twitter. We all on Twitter. We be in the Twitter spaces having a good time talking about the Dolphins, man. Appreciate you, Doc. All right, bet that. So we got Doc. Appreciate him coming through. Appreciate everybody coming through, man.
Yeah,
Shake. We got something going on Thursday. What we got going on Thursday?
Yeah, just so sneak preview. Usually there's very few times where I drink on camera, right?
Right. Okay.
That's gonna be one exception. I'm gonna give you a little sneak preview. I got this. It's called On the Rocks. And guess what? It's
old fashioned, baby. Old fashioned. Made by Knob Creek, man. Hey, shout out to Knob Creek, man. So I went to Knob Creek. I went to Jim Beam, and Jim Beam is responsible for distilling Knob Creek. They make Knob Creek. So Jim Beam makes
Maker's Mark.
Knob Creek. They make Booker's. They make a lot of good bourbon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jim Beam also has a fantastic restaurant at their distillery. Some of the best chicken you can get in the world at the distillery. Some of the best drinks. They make a fire old fashioned at the distillery, man. So if you guys get a chance to go to Kentucky, I'm gonna be in Kentucky in October, from October 9th through the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get a chance to go up there, Gotta check out Knob Creek. They do some good stuff. Shake, that's gonna be a good drink, bro. Put that over ice or over a large cube, and maybe throw a cherry in there and let it rock out. You're gonna be good to go.
Yeah. I'm gonna be drinking this when you're in the blender with me. I'm gonna
Okay,
toast to you, bro.
Right. Hey, and I'm gonna pull out a bottle. I'm gonna pull out a special bottle for us to celebrate during the in the blender with Shake, man. But go ahead,
so
give me your final
man,
take, bro.
This Thursday, you're in the blender. I have Von Joe, I got Lewis, I got
all
Color.
the homies.
Yeah, pretty much, man. It's gonna be because once August hits, the last episode is in July, and then that's it. We're gonna focus on the season. We can reflect after the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
After the Super Bowl, we can reflect on it, man.
Hell yeah, but no, man. I appreciate you for having me up here, and like I said, I've been a day one as too, and I told everybody who has a Dolphins channel, I guarantee you two things: a subscription from me and some jackass in the comments saying you don't know football. And at the end of the day, it is what it is, bro. If you know, one thing I hate about when somebody's look. At the end of the day, I understand football is an intricate sport, but it's not that complicated. You don't need a freaking Oxford degree. Listen, if you know so much football and you're not in the NFL making money, you're doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's X's and O's, a numbers game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's it, bro. 11 on 11. It's chess. It's chess. It's literally picking the numbers out. Hey, how many do I have in the box? Should I run at this? Should I throw at this? Stuff like that. It's simple math, man. Really simple math.
But I appreciate you. Hey, listen, I'll call you later on during the week because I want to ask you a few questions before the interview. But I can't iterate enough, man. I appreciate everybody who jumped in the blender with me so far, and it's because of you guys that I'm living out my dream, and I appreciate you, CB.
Appreciate you, bro. Man. Appreciate you, bro. Have a good one, bro. Have a good night. Fins up. Yeah, man, Dre, we're shutting it down, Dre. The heat about to come on. I'm gonna give people some time to get ready for the game a little bit. I gotta get ready for myself for the game. Tighten up for the work week. Appreciate everybody jumping on the show. Everybody coming out, jumping in the chat, having a good time with me. Hey, it's all love. It's always love with y'all, man. You know how we get down over here. We bring the energy. We get it cranking. Hey, I'm looking forward to the Miami Dolphins making a run, going to get this damn Super Bowl, and then us celebrating towards the end of it. We celebrating, bro. We getting after it. It's happening, man. It's happening, man. I appreciate everybody coming through. Even the skinny homie Bones came through and pulled up on me. Hey, shout out to Bones, Dre, Raphael, C. Hoffel, DG Sports, Lewis came through, EM came through, H came through, Mansa Chill. Shout out to all y'all, man. Be sure to hit the like for me, so share, subscribe. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all on this great Sunday. Hey, y'all have a blessed week. Get after this week. Refuse to lose. Hey, go get them wins out there. Go get them wins. Appreciate y'all. I'm out.
Came from the bottom, that's foreign. I swear that I'm up for the sun in the morning. Oof, hey, I gotta flex. I need a Nike bag, give me the check. I need the money and power, respect, but I promise I'm repping the O to the dead. Hey, oof, I told them out of my way. I don't got nothing to say. Now they can't run at my pace. Yeah, they know that we ain't the same. 402, we rap the game. I told them this ain't a game.
Hey, my man DF said, run that Desi back. You already know what time it is. Yes, sir. Hey, we out of this thing, man. Y'all have a blessed week, ladies and gentlemen.